School's Computer Club Initiative, promoting creativity, innovation and entrepreneurship.
January 28, 2021. January 28 is declared all over the world as World Data Privacy Day. So every year on January 28th, we always have to celebrate World Data Privacy. And because of the importance and benefits of data privacy to individual, to organization, and to the nation, Nigeria cannot be left alone. Nigeria cannot be an island. So Nigeria had to issue a regulation known as Nigeria Data Protection Regulation. And today, neither National Information Technology Development Agency is in charge of NDPR. And there is a saying that says, catch them young. Most of you, you know more than your parents, you know more than even corporate organization staff, because you are more of IT savvy. And that's why we have decided to have you on board, so that when you have that opportunity, you will be able to go home, teach your parents, because most of your parents, they don't know what is even going on. And your parents will be able to participate anywhere and know the importance of data. Data is the new oil. Whether we like it or not, data is the new oil. It's already generating more revenue for Nigeria when it comes to GDP. And that is why those of you in schools, that's what we call online privacy. We are going to come to your schools to establish clubs, and we want people like you to come in, and we'll give you some materials, resources, so that you can use. We will use you as our ambassadors, schools ambassadors, so that you can go back to school and promote data privacy. We are looking towards that. Mr. Additional is in charge, and he has been doing a very good job. He's the one that is coordinating this particular program of today, and he has been coordinating a lot of programs for Nigeria Computer Society when it comes to IT. He's well recognized. Whatever he lays his hand upon, he does it with passion, and he makes sure it's very successful. So I want you to appreciate Mr. Additional on behalf of Data and Knowledge Information Privacy Protection Initiative. Those of you there, please, let's appreciate Mr. Additional for a good job he has done to your school. So as the competition continues today, I want to encourage everybody to put in their best and make sure you come number one. Mr. Additional, I want to appreciate you once again for what you have done. And I believe that this will be a yearly event, not only being a yearly event, as I have told you, we are coming to your schools to inaugurate data privacy clubs, and you will be the champions, because we are going to use you. You will start up these clubs. God bless. So over to you, Mr. Additional.
Mr. Smith, for the opening address on 2021 Data Privacy and Protection Day Challenge. You are welcome to 2021 Data Privacy and Protection Day for students in schools. The topic before us is on data privacy and protection, a tool for national growth and development. Permit me to introduce once again Mr. Smith, the President of Data Knowledge Information Privacy Protection Initiative. Let's give him a round of applause. That is Mr. Smith. And of course, myself, Mr. Adeshino Adewale, the President of Schools Computer Club Initiative. The topic before us today is on data privacy and protection, a tool for national growth and development. I'll be talking about data privacy by beginning with the talk. So I'll be taking a quick look at data privacy by numbers. I'll be looking at data privacy by numbers. Yes, I'll be talking on data privacy by numbers. And let us look at the numbers. When we look at the numbers, then we'll be able to appreciate why we need to protect our data and privacy. 4 out of 5 people think the risk of sharing data outweigh the benefits. That is actually true. The risk of sharing the data outweigh the benefits, because a lot of people don't actually know that when you share data, there is risk in it. Many of us are only interested in the benefit of using social media like WhatsApp, like Facebook, and so on. We tend not to care about the risk of sharing the data. The risk of sharing the data is enormous. Secondly, 81% of us feel that we have no control over when data is collected about us. Yes, it's true. We feel that we don't have control over when data is collected about us. For example, when it gets to third parties, we don't know what third parties is collecting our data and what they want to do with it, and it's very, very dangerous. People will be providing us one service or the other, need to make us to really go into proper privacy in terms of terms and conditions before we start using those things. Those privacy policies must be properly stated so that we can have control over when data is collected about us. Again, 74% of us rarely or never read a company's privacy policy before accepting it. Yes, this is true. 74% of us rarely or never read a company's privacy policy before accepting it. All we just think of, this social media is so interesting. I'll be able to relate with my friends and loved ones and families. We rarely or never read a company's privacy policy before accepting it. We should know what a company's privacy policy looks like before accepting their terms and conditions or their privacy policies, because there's a lot of risk and danger in doing so. You can't just be collecting our data for nothing. Do you know that data about your health can be used to commit fraud? For example, it contributes to $68 billion in losses to the US economy each year because people don't know what they do about concerning data about their health. Do you know that stolen financial data, like your credit card number, accounts for nearly half of all identity thefts? So we should be careful because a lot of data is stored in that our credit card. Now the Nigerian government is talking about everybody must have their national identity number. Before it was the BVN number and things like that. A lot of data is stored in these chips. We should be careful because stolen financial data like our credit card number accounts for nearly half of all identity thefts. Again, 66% of all countries have privacy laws. More are joining them every year. We can get this source from the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. That is the Data Protection and Privacy Legislation Worldwide Report for 2020. We should put our money where our trust is. Personal data has become like a currency in our digital age. Large companies of all sorts seek out for both our and their own benefits when it comes to data privacy. The buying decisions we make matter. We all trust companies to be ethical keepers of our personal data, but some will be better than others. So put your money where your trust is. These are the few information that we need to know about data privacy and protection. God help us all as we engage in data privacy and protection. It is a team work. It's a teamwork that all of us we need to embrace. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Okay, sir. So, first to the meaning of data privacy is an information privacy, like a branch where data security where those people who handle data, like make your data safe and all those kind of things. And privacy protection is keeping the information you would like to keep to yourself from getting into the hands of companies and especially hackers also. So importance of privacy. Um, Data privacy has always been important. A single company may possess the personal information of people, because recently WhatsApp posted something on people's WhatsApp. They said that they don't listen or hear what we send to each other, that it is end-to-end encrypted, which means it's only you and the person you are sending it to that can see the message, that they have no business with your message. Only to keep your WhatsApp, only to keep your data safe and your information safe. So that's what we call end-to-end encrypted. And there's something called third party. Third party is just like for that end-to-end encrypted is just two people. So when we talk about third party, we are talking about, I will use the word intruder in this case, like an hacker, those kind of people that use your information for other means. And um, dangers of are you listening, sir? And dangers of um, privacy, by not keep dangers of not keeping your data safe. Number one, it can be used as blackmailing. They can use it in blackmailing. Some can use it to extort money from people, and also in some cases, it actually forces people, because due to that blackmailing, due to that blackmailing, it leads some people to commit suicide. It leads some people to commit suicide and some things like that. So we just need to keep our data safe, and we should also learn to teach other people on how to keep their data safe to avoid data loss and to avoid data loss. Thank you, sir.
Protection area that deals with the proper handling of data with focus on appliances with data protection regulations. There are regulations applied to it. There's a difference between data. There's a difference between data privacy and data. There's a difference between data privacy and data security. Data privacy can be defined as compliance with data protection laws and regulations. Focus on how to connect. Like data privacy is all about you as an individual, and like for example now, let me use the same example my colleague used. We use the example of WhatsApp. That is a type of data privacy. They are giving you their rules and regulations, so you just have to follow. If you don't like it, you can just change what you want to do. You don't need to apply with them. But this data security, this is this is like an organization which takes preventive measures in order to prevent any third party from meddling into like your conversations or works. Like the data security can find that like they are just like ethical hackers. They protect like their own organizations from a third party, which is an outsider from intruding into an organization. Like for now, if I was like a head of an organization, I would have some to protect my privacy and to secure my data. I'll have some hackers, or if what I'm dealing with is computer based, I'll have some like data protectors, data analysts, like just to help me protect my data in case any third party is trying to pick in or try to do any harmful stuff to me. So when they try to do that, they get blocked by the data protectors or the ethical hackers. They can't steal my information. They can't read my files. They can't have access to anything on my computer. So that's just the basic aspect of data privacy and security. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adesina. And I want to appreciate all the schools, all the students that have come for this particular event. You are all appreciated. Tomorrow, we'll get in touch with you when you come, and we want you to participate in tomorrow's event because that is the big event. But it's not going to end like that today. We are going to follow you up, and we promise that there are a lot of things we are going to introduce into your schools, and there are some benefits for you as well, those of you who have come to participate. We want to appreciate everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And more so, I keep on saying Mr. Adesina because he's a committed fellow, and we all respect him at the institute, the Nigeria Computer Society, and other institutes. So thank you once again, Mr. Adesina. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's good to be here. I would just like to appreciate all the students in the call for, finding the time to attend the program. And I would like to tell each and every one of you guys that the time you spent today, be rest assured, is not a wasted one. For the little things you've done today, what you've impacted and what you've gained, be rest assured, it will eventually help you in the future. In the future, some of you will be called upon to come and have a speech on a topic like this. And because you've been exposed to the topic and even to the society at large at this level of yours, you will find it easier to make such a speech. And your communication will also be smooth, all because you've been exposed to it at this level. Then again, I'd like to appreciate Mr. Adesina. He has been trying, he has been on this course for a very long time, since I've known him actually. And that is all it takes. You have a dream, just keep pushing it. And especially when your dream is to impart knowledge on people, definitely you reap the benefit in this world and in the year after. And also, I'd like to also appreciate Mr. Smith for also partnering with Mr. Adesina and even the society on the issue of data privacy. Data privacy is the in thing now because the world is tending towards IT and the world is tending towards gathering of data. We are all marketers and we are all products to be marketed. So what we need to do is to ensure that whatever we show interest in is what our data is being used for. And whoever that wants to use our data should get the clear consent from us. If not, they are mishandling our data. They are stealing from us. And they are not just stealing valuables from us, they are actually stealing we ourselves from us. It's very complicated in a way, but with time, I believe the students will get to understand the essence and the reason why we are, clamoring on data privacy and how data should be handled properly. So as a society, talking about the Nigeria Computer Society, the Lagos State chapter, wherein I am the secretary, we are totally in support of what is happening. We are totally with them, with Mr. Adesina and our former vice chairman, Mr. Tokumbo Smith, who is another in the society. And we hope that this will keep going on. We hope that these children will also be in the path that have been set by Mr. Adesina, also be an advocate for IT. You guys should also start thinking of how you will be speaking to those who are younger, because that is what we need now. We need to keep talking. We need to keep learning. And we need to keep working together. May God help us. Thank you.
I'm Peace and Kire from CPEC International Secondary School and a computer science teacher and data processing teacher. Luckily for me, my project in Lagos State University was based on data security. That's my project topic. So talking about data security, there's a lot of measures that we have to look into, especially with what is happening in our society these days, hackers hacking into systems. We should know that data is our private property. So hacking into our data is plagiarism. That's stealing our intellectual properties. So the security threat I want us to look at as well is malware infections, overloads, that's performance constraint and capacity issues resulting in inability of authorized users to use database and also to access our data. I also want us to look at the area of physical damage to our private data, to our private information. So all these areas are also areas that can cause hacking into our privacy, our private data. Also, weak audit trial is one of it, and weak authentication. If our authentication is very strong, I doubt if hackers can get access, unauthorized access to our data privacy. So I'm happy to be in this meeting. I've been enlightened from the little I've heard from our speakers. I've been enlightened on data protection. Data is our right, and it should be protected with all measures, and all our capacity should be used to protect our data. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again, everyone. What you can't keep, don't collect. And when you are
Yes.
giving personal data, is based on trust. Don't give the personal data of somebody else to anybody. And be careful, be mindful of what you share on any device. Thank you and God bless.
School's Computer Club Initiative, promoting creativity, innovation and entrepreneurship.